filling the void. In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful, praise be to God, Lord of the worlds. As we journey through the month of Ramadan, we remain in the reality that we are not able to reconvene as a collective community this year for what is known as the crown jewel of the month of Ramadan, Taraweeh prayers. The idea of not being able to attend Taraweeh this Ramadan due to the COVID-19 virus undeniably invokes sadness and a sense of void within the heart, and strikes a chord within us all, regardless of our position within the community. All of us use this time to look forward to the spiritual experience of drawing closer to God and fostering stronger relationships with those around us. For many, Taraweeh prayers encompasses more than the act of worship itself. Although a focal point, many rely on the human experience associated with attending the local mosque or center. As hundreds gather together during Taraweeh, we are reminded of the magnitude and essence of community, reminding us that we are not alone. We share similar struggles, and we utilize each other's company to give us that extra boost we may have needed. With the loss of Taraweeh this Ramadan, we reflect on the idea that we cannot live independent of community and one another. Fortunately, in our faith, we tread a path of depth, optimism, hope, and resilience. Worship comes in many forms, and through the grace of God and the blessing of community, we are able to move forward and continue to seek spiritual growth in a multitude of ways. Although we follow the advice of professionals to remain within the physical parameters of our residence during these unprecedented times, we are not confided to the spiritual ascension and potential within our own capabilities. This is a time for deep reflection and serious introspection. Following the professional advice to remain indoors as much as possible is a form of worship, as we ensure the greater good and safety of those around us. Although I cannot pray beside you this year in Taraweeh, my friend, we will remain at home as a selfless act, not just simply for our own benefit, but for others within the community, the vulnerable, the medically compromised, the young and the elderly. We wish no harm on any soul, and this is the bare minimum that we can contribute. The void of Taraweeh this Ramadan at the mosque does not come without a fulfilling alternative. Use this time to check in with those around you, both near and far. Scroll through old contacts that you may not have reached out to in a long time. Assist with the vulnerable within your local community. Offer to buy groceries on their behalf. Drop off suhoor or iftar. Consider your own skills and resources and how you can empower the community that you reside in through servitude. Reflect on how accessible we are to the greater community. Many of us want to help, but how are we making ourselves accessible? As the famous selection from the hadith of the Prophet, peace be upon him, mentions, the most beloved people to God are the ones who are most beneficial to people. Although Taraweeh within our local mosque is an illustrious form of worship we have all become accustomed to, utilize this as a golden opportunity to fill the voids of other communal gaps within our reach and reconsider what it means to be part of a collective community. In the beautiful words of our dear teacher, Dr. Ingrid Mattson, don't worry about the mosques. The angels are filling the rows.
Don't you worry about the mosque, 'cause angels are filling all the rows. Raise your hands to the sky and pray for better days. Don't you worry about the mosque, 'cause angels are filling all the rows. Raise your hands to the sky and pray for better days. every day.